Welcome to Rev Sports. To play or not play mostly, and the government of Pakistan is on the fence, but no more because the government of Pakistan has now confirmed via X that they will boycott the game against India in the T20 World Cup. This is what the tweet reads. The government of Islamic Republic of Pakistan grants approval to the Pakistan cricket team to participate in the ICC World T20 2026. However, the Pakistan cricket team shall not take the field in the match scheduled on 15th February 2026 against India. Boria, how do you explain this entire situation? This match is taking place on a neutral venue, which is what the two boards have agreed upon. India does not travel to Pakistan. Quid pro quo. Pakistan plays on neutral venue. This is what has been agreed upon by everyone, approved by the ICC. And now, by what grounds is Pakistan pulling out of this game?
Don't know. Absolutely don't know. They are playing the under 19 World Cup as we speak and about to lose that. Clearly, I mean that is what is going on. They've not qualified there, so they will take the flight back home. What is the logic of playing one and not playing the other? You don't know. And what is the basis on which this decision has been premised? What are the repercussions for Pakistan? Everything is now up in the air because I am 100% sure, having spoken to ICC sources earlier, we will all get because now the whole Pandora's box will open. I think Pakistan has kind of dug a hole where they will find it very difficult to combat with this one. Because if they decide to boycott, on what basis? ICC has started announcements. If you see the host broadcaster, they are advertising the game. Number two, tickets have been sold for the longest time. Fans have made travel plans. Broadcasters have made plans. I think the ICC might not take this saying Pakistan will be allowed to participate. ICC might just come down very hard on Pakistan. They might, even suspend Pakistan. The board might just lose out on everything. The Pakistan Super League might be on the line. No objection certificates might be stopped. Bilateral cricket against Pakistan might be stopped. Pakistan trying to align with Bangladesh, trying to up the fundamentalist radical point ahead of the elections against Bangladesh, doing this anti-India stand, but this might cost them dear because there is no way that you can possibly explain the under-19 World Cup. You've played a game against India today. The very same day, you've decided to boycott a match against India in the forthcoming World Cup. This just makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all, Shomik, because if really you look at it, what grounds does Pakistan have to say that they will boycott this match, except for the fact that they will say that we are siding with Bangladesh in this entire issue, who have been ousted from the T20 World Cup? Secondly, what about broadcasters? What about commercials involved here? And third, this is not an Asia Cup. This is an ICC tournament. All cricket countries are involved here. There will be huge repercussions to this.
First of all, you asked me about what is the basis of this boycott. I have used this phrase before and I'm using this now, that showing solidarity with Bangladesh and boycotting the game against India is Begani Shadi mein Abdullah Diwana. There is no basis. There is absolutely no logic. That is to start with. Now we come to I'm not even going to the ICC side. I'm not going to the ICC level at this moment in time. On the face of it, Pakistan Cricket Board is exposing itself to a minimum of $38 million lawsuit from the broadcasters, because that would be the loss for the host broadcasters, including advertising revenue. $38 million lawsuit that is dangling, that is going to dangle over them. Number one. Number two, about the tickets. Tickets have been sold, and if Pakistan don't play, money will have to be refunded to the fans. And that is also, then now we are going into the ICC territory. If you allow me to draw football analogy, at the FIFA World Cup, you don't do this. You are not allowed to do this. If suppose USA versus Iran is in the same group and they are supposed to play a game, they cannot avoid, they cannot forfeit, because FIFA will come down very, very hard. Earlier at the ICC, at the World Cup, we have seen forfeitures. 1996, Australia and West Indies didn't travel to Sri Lanka. 2003, England didn't travel to Zimbabwe. But now the participation clause has been changed. Participation clause, sorry, my God, I'm so
No
sorry.
worries. This is
No, 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 I
this
don't know.
sums up the entire
No, no.
situation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. People have no sense. People have no sense. This is the biggest news, and now people are making phone calls. Have they have no sense? Anyway, coming back now, the participation clause has been made a lot more watertight because you cannot abruptly pull out of a game like that. And this is the most lucrative fixture of this World Cup. Everything, the promo, if you look at the promo, if you look at the commercial space, everything. So, and finally, Pakistan have been betraying their own fans, but they don't care about their awam. That is, I think, that is at the foot of the priority as far as Pakistan government is concerned, and also the PCB, which is an extended arm of the Pakistan government. Pakistani awam is just at the lowest in the pecking order. So don't care about, because Pakistani fans would also be willing to watch an India-Pakistan game. Now the two countries don't play bilateral cricket. They are betraying their fans. But on the face of it, Pakistan, I mean, pecuniary, Pakistan are facing something more than, I'm not going into the suspension factor bilateral, but pecuniary, they are facing $38 million upfront from the broadcasters, plus the ICC fines everything more than $50 million.
Boria, you know what? Broadcasters will recover. ICC will recover. Not that ICC has anything to lose here. How will Pakistan recover from the repercussions? Not just commercial, maybe the government of Pakistan will take care of it. But going forward, what does this do to Pakistan in world cricket? We've already seen or have heard from reports that the sources that we've spoken to, that in that meeting that was there, it was clearly said that if Pakistan boycotts the tournament alongside Bangladesh, we will not play bilateral cricket with you. We will not let Pakistani, or we will not send our players to PSL. These repercussions are huge. It uh, directly, it's bad for Pakistan at this moment.
There are 5 different kinds of repercussions that will happen, because I was on messaging when Shomik was speaking. One, the broadcaster will file a suit. The broadcaster is every bit entitled to filing a lawsuit. That's number one. The ICC is every bit entitled to even suspend, because they have violated the participating nations agreement big time. Three, the moment the participating nations agreement is violated within the ICC board, you have to understand that every associate member nation gets money from the ICC, basis which they run their cricket. So, in the ICC board, Pakistan will lose any verdict, either a 14-2 or 15-1. Even if Bangladesh votes for them, it will be 14-2. So, if that happens, you are actually thinking the macro picture. Who will Pakistan play against? Where are the votes? This is a democratic body. It will all be united. I mean, you think in Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, everybody will see through this, that you are deliberately trying to sabotage. Now, this call, why did you take this call with the World Cup 3 days away? You could have taken this call 10 days back, 15 days back, given people ample time. You did not. You tried to push, push, push. Tomorrow, the team is due to travel. Tickets have been sold. Everything has been done. I think they've dug themselves into a hole from which they will find it very difficult to come out. I mean, there are 2 reasons for which this could have been done. One, and Pakistan has made an idiot out of themselves. That's what they've done. Because in this, there is one loser, and that's Pakistan. You think you don't play one India game, nothing will happen to India. This money is frankly a speck in the ocean for India. That's what it is. The IPL revenue is $6.2 billion. India will not even bother with this kind of money. Number two, as far as the ICC is concerned, the ICC will take the jolt. They will understand that there is one nation which is a rogue nation. So you have to cut that nation out once and for all. I think Pakistan has kind of done They've sabotaged the whole of the world, cricketing world. It's no longer against India. It is no longer. They've taken it out on the ICC. Now, once you take the ICC on, once you take the governing body on, it is their hybrid model. This was a model decided by Pakistan. It is that model which was signed and sanctioned by the ICC board. It was sanctioned by the ICC board that India will play in Dubai, Pakistan will play in Sri Lanka. Exactly that is what has happened. Is there a security threat in Sri Lanka? No. On what basis are you withdrawing? You've not given the reason. Are you trying to show solidarity with Bangladesh and you're withdrawing? Are you joking? Are you joking? Are you scared of India? Are you scared that even your under 19 team, by the way, has lost today? It's 184 for 8. 99% Pakistan's losing that one as well. Are you scared that there is no contest? That's why you try to protect yourself and with this political bravado? Is this an attempt before 12th of February to ally with the radical sections of Bangladesh ahead of the Bangladesh elections? Is this premised on the larger geopolitics of South Asia? That, oh, you know what, we will boycott India just to placate Bangladesh so that the elections go in favor of Pakistan and the Pakistan-Bangladesh front is united against India? Because otherwise, in any way, when you try to understand where this plan is coming from, or what is the rationale behind this plan or this decision to boycott the India game, it just doesn't work out. You are in Sri Lanka, so there is no security threat. Please understand that. You are traveling to the World Cup to the same country where you would have played India. So you are traveling to Sri Lanka. There is no security threat. All of a sudden you have said, we will not play India. Why would you not play India? No reason has been given. From what I understand, that the only reason could be solidarity with Bangladesh, like Shomik said, which just doesn't make any rational sense. So I think shit has started to hit the roof, and this will continue. This is the story. This is now the story for the next several days and several, next couple of weeks for sure. And I don't think the T20 World Cup, this T20 World Cup could turn into Pakistan's Waterloo. I have not seen this happen in the past, but I think Pakistan has now pushed the ICC to a corner from where it will find very difficult to come back.
Boria, just one follow-up question on this. Now that the government of Pakistan has confirmed their stance, will India travel to Sri Lanka? What will be India's take on this?
There is nothing as far as India is concerned that India will react. This is an ICC matter. What will India react? India will say in the ICC, they will rally the entire ICC and will want to just get Pakistan thrown out because Pakistan is a rogue state. What is the BCCI stand on this matter? They'll kick Pakistan out. Simple as that. You kick a rogue nation out. You kick Pakistan out of the ICC and alienate them and isolate them from world cricket and then, destroy their cricket. They don't deserve to play because they are not civilized people. They are irrational idiots. If you are sabotaging global cricket, which is what you are doing, there is absolutely no way that India will want, now, and it's no longer an Indian matter. This is an ICC tournament. You have to understand that. India was granted the rights by the ICC, of which Pakistan is a member board. So Pakistan was very much part of the decision making to allocate this tournament to India. Pakistan was very much part of the decision making to agree to play in Sri Lanka when India agreed to play in Dubai. And that was done till 2027. It's now very simple. It's very simple that the BCCI will rally the ICC. The ICC will act. Everybody knows that the ICC will not take this line down. I think Pakistan cricket will or has suffered its biggest ever blow. I think, I was being told this. Ramiz Raja was trying to tell Mohsin Naqvi, this is a wrong call. Multiple Pakistani players were trying to impose upon Naqvi, this is a wrong call. Yesterday, 2 journalists from Pakistan who said to me, we are gagged. They called and said, we are gagged, we can't speak because our accreditations would be cancelled, etc., etc. We have been told we cannot speak. And everybody was saying that there is a rational school of thought against Pakistan that was trying to make Naqvi understand that this is a death knell. But for whatever reason, political expediency and trying to woo his political electorate has taken precedence over rational thinking. Naqvi is a politician first and only a cricket administrator much, much later.
Shomik, there are a lot of questions here. I'll pick out the best ones. Thompson De Cruz is asking, what are the real legal repercussions of this?
Legal repercussions that you ask for compensation, because this game is insured, obviously, for the broadcasters, for the ICC. This game is insured, but you have sold the media rights for this cycle for $3 billion. ICC has sold this media rights for the current cycle to the host broadcasters for $3 billion, and the major chunk comes from the India-Pakistan games. And this is one game. And the fact of the matter is that this game is valued at close to $38 million. This one game is valued at $38 million. So obviously, the broadcasters will ask for their pound of flesh. That is that. But absolutely, I think the only reason for this is totally political. Cricket has got absolutely nothing to do with it, because I bumped into a couple of unconfirmed reports yesterday that a few, two, three confirmed alleged terrorists flew to Bangladesh last night via a PIA flights. That is once again unconfirmed reports. And the Bangladesh elections are approaching. By showing solidarity, political solidarity with Bangladesh, the very idea has to be, and it is all but clear, that they want to create ferment at India's eastern borders. Simple as that. And that is the reason for this solidarity. Nothing else. Cricket is purely incidental. Pakistan is a terrorist state. Somehow, be it the United Nations, be it NATO, they haven't declared it. We know this for the last 40 years, that Pakistan is a terrorist state. It's a rogue state. It's not only rogue state is an understatement. It's a terrorist state. If you start with the 1993 Bombay blast, the blast, and if you look at the Pahalgam attack, before that the Pulwama attack, Pakistan is a terrorist state. Somehow, so far, because there are vetoes involved at the United Nations Security Council, China side with them, China vetoes. So for different reasons, for geopolitical reasons, West also, a section of West also, Pakistan hasn't been yet branded as terrorist state, and that is why that gives them the leeway to create ferment everywhere. And I think very, very, very likely, if not, that India's eastern border, western border is all. It's an ongoing thing. Cross-border terrorism at the western border is an ongoing thing. But India's eastern border is their target via Bangladesh, and that is the reason for this solidarity.
Let's make this clear, Boria, because a lot of people in the comment section are saying that, and equating it to the match that India played against Pakistan, all three of them in the Asia Cup, and saying that at least Pakistan had the guts to boycott India. Well, that's not the case at all. But I'll let you clarify this. That it's not about guts. It's about sport.
Guts to boycott in what way? India played the game because India signed the contract. India did not act as traitors and renege on the contract. Pakistan was hosts of the Asia Cup. India went and played the games in Dubai and beat Pakistan fair and square. Guts of what? What is the guts? The guts of you. What guts are you talking about? By the way, Pakistan is still playing a World Cup that is hosted by India. What guts? Pakistan has been given permission to play the World Cup. Who is the host? India. It is still India's World Cup. Please understand, what guts are you talking about? It is still every game that Pakistan will play in a World Cup hosted by India basis the hybrid model. That is why they are traveling to Sri Lanka to play. It is still that same hybrid model. What guts? They are very much part of the India World Cup. That's why they are going. They are not boycotting the whole World Cup. They are boycotting the India game. Guts or idiocy? I call this stupidity of the highest order. This is a brain fade. This is complete, utter nonsense. That's what it is. What guts? Withdraw from the ICC if you want to. You are still playing India's World Cup. We continue to be the hosts of this World Cup. Pakistan travels to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is only a hybrid partner. India continues to play host. BCCI is the host of this World Cup. They will continue to host this World Cup. Pakistan is playing that. So there is no question of guts here, number one. Number two, Shomik mentioned the political point. Look, when you think the larger macro picture, nothing adds up. You are losing the under 19. Now, I understand you want to boycott India. Suppose Pakistan makes the final. What will you do? You will boycott. You have not specified. You have said we will not play the 15th February match against India. Suppose Pakistan makes the final. What will you do? Look, you have said you will not play the 15th February match. So you've not said. So are you assuming that you will not make the final, hence you will not have to play India's? Okay. Chalo, you want to boycott this one. Why did you play today's game? It is an ICC tournament. It is again a neutral venue. It is again under 19. It's an ICC World Cup. Why did you have to play this? Why did you have to play this? If you want to not play India, you should not have played this one today. And by the way, again, you've lost that. You are losing that under 19 as well. They are all out, by the way. Pakistan has lost by 58 runs in the under 19. They are all out for 194. India has won that one as well. So they keep losing, damn it. They keep losing on the one hand, and they keep doing their shenanigans on the other. Now, what are the repercussions? That's what you asked me. There are 4 different repercussions. 1, suspension. 2, ostracism, alienation. 3, they will not be paid their share of revenue from the ICC central pool. The ICC can recover from that for a legal suit. So broadcaster can file that, because now the broadcaster will sue the ICC, because the broadcaster is paying the ICC. And the ICC, what will Pakistan say? Pakistan will say this is force majeure, because they will say the government of Pakistan, and this is the only argument, that Pakistan will say we are playing the World Cup, but it is the government of Pakistan that has stopped us from playing the match against India, so it's force majeure. The moment you say it's force majeure, they will try to rely on a legal argument that if it's force majeure, ICC will not impose a penalty. It's not going to cut the ice. It is not going to cut the ice for Pakistan. ICC will see through this. Legal bodies will see through this. Voting will see through this. Penalties will be imposed. I think they've done grave harm to their cricket. Naqvi, by trying to be the Interior Affairs Minister, the radical fundamentalist face of Pakistan, the representative of Asim Munir, trying to woo the Bangladeshi radical electorate, I think has once and for all destroyed Pakistan cricket. This is not going to solve, because yesterday I was speaking to journalists and they were alarmed. They were like, हमें कुछ बोलने का मौका नहीं है, हम बोल नहीं सकते. They were like, people like Ramiz Raja are trying to impose on Naqvi that they will be suspended. ICC will not leave them. So they know that. They know that. That's why they were taking that time, that what the repercussions can be. I think they've made a grave mistake by trying to take the ICC on this one.
Yes, Shomik.
Gargi, this force majeure thing, it falls flat on its face. They are playing in Sri Lanka. There is no natural disaster in Sri Lanka, be it an earthquake or a tsunami. There is no violence in Sri Lanka.
Government saying they will rely on that bit. They
yes,
say
yes.
It's the government of Pakistan that has not allowed. Look at the tweet. It is from the government. Yes.
Exactly. But the thing is that what is the reason? Force majeure falls into certain categories. One is natural disaster. One is war or war-like situation. One is a terrorist attack. So these are the classifications. And they are playing Sri Lanka. One of the most, after the LTT movement died down, it is one of the most peaceful countries in the world. So what would be the ground for them? If they want to play the force majeure card, what will be the ground? It is very, very flimsy. Even if they go to cash after ICC imposing sanctions on them, even if they go to cash, I think their case falls flat on its face. Simple as that. And that is the thing. But again, You
You
cannot
know,
expect fair.
Shomik, they if, see CAS and stuff is later. If Pakistan thinks force majeure will get them away, I legally they will say it is the government. It is the government of Pakistan's call. PCB, who is the member? PCB is the member. PCB will say we did not have a say. It's the government's decision. Look at who's tweeted. It's not the PCB, not Naqvi. It's the government of Pakistan. That's the fallback. Please understand the nuance here. The nuance here is the government. So because it's the government, we can't say anything. But where they will fall flat is soft diplomacy. CAS will go legally. Legally, they will make a case that it's a case of force majeure because the government of Pakistan did not give us permission. What can we do? That's what they will argue there. What they will not be able to argue is soft diplomacy. Within the ICC, what? Cancel, no objection certificates cancelled for the PSL. What will they do? Cancel bilateral tours. What will they do? Stop the revenue. What will they do? Put a case there. What will they do? So the soft diplomacy is not something that will come within the larger rubric of legal diplomacy force majeure. What Pakistan did not understand is they are not fighting India. They are actually fighting the entire cricket world here. When now India will get support from everybody because India is the victim. It's our World Cup. They are still coming but not playing us. This is a deliberate act of sabotage. So when you take Pakistan to court, whether it is CAS, whether it is legal, this thing, their only argument, and I was just exchanging messages with one of the senior sports lawyers, is force majeure, saying it's the government of Pakistan that has decided this. We, i.e. PCB, have no say. This will be their legal argument. We have to see what happens there. But as far as the ICC is concerned, within the boardroom, everyone knows what has happened.
Yes.
There, they have lost all support. And that's where Pakistan cricketers, everything in Pakistan, broadcast, PSL, domestic matches, everything will come to a standstill because no country henceforth will want to send teams to Pakistan. So who do you play? You only play Bangladesh. Go play. Who will send your people to PSL? Who will commentate in your country? Everything that is premised on global cooperation and global game will come to a standstill. And also, what happens to other sporting competitions? Are you boycotting India everywhere? Will you boycott the Asian Games? Will you boycott the Commonwealth Games? Will you ask Arshad Nadeem not to play when Neeraj Chopra plays? Or is it selectively to do with cricket, which once again will prove that this was an act of sabotage? I think Pakistan has dug itself into a very big hole.
And Gargi, Pakistan doesn't have any sporting ambition. They don't have any ambition at all. It's a moth-eaten country. To paraphrase Lord Mountbatten, it's a moth-eaten country. Now, the fact of the matter is that ICC's retribution should start with withholding PCB's revenue. Make them famished to the point of F. After that, canceling the license of PSL and those things will follow. But start with withholding their annual revenue and make them famished to the point of F. That is should be the starting point of ICC's retaliation.
All right. We'll take the final couple of comments here. R Sandeep has sent a super chat. He's saying they just pressed the self-destruction button. What should ICC do to avoid future India versus Pakistan games in this World Cup? Shouldn't they be banned from this World Cup? Boria, will they be banned from the World Cup?
Could be. Because if you are saying that we will selectively play, now they will give the reference of the 1996 World Cup where Australia and England refused to travel to Sri Lanka and had to forfeit points. And an India-Pakistan team went there. So they will say, oh, but we are playing the World Cup, but we are only boycotting one game. So that will be their premise. And again, the same argument will be given that it's the government of Pakistan which has stopped us from playing. How do you stop it? But situations are different. Everybody now sees through this call of Pakistan that 2 days or 3 days before the World Cup, you have taken this call when tomorrow your team was supposed to go. I think the ICC could mull because they know that this is a deliberate act of sabotage. They will know that this means everything will go for a toss as far as logistics is concerned, the ICC could take drastic action, because frankly, Pakistan has tried its hand at sabotage. That's what it is. So there is no problem. I am actually welcoming this call, because Pakistan needed to be taught a lesson. Once and for all, they needed to be thrown out of world cricket, because qualitatively, you have to understand this. Qualitatively, Pakistan is shit. Qualitatively, they don't even stand a chance against India. Their under 19s have been kicked out. Asia Cup 3 out of 3. Surya Kumar Yadav said 11-0. So qualitatively, it's a rubbish team. All they had was this political plank, which is why there was a certain amount of hype. Now that they've done this, I think once and for all, Pakistan cricket will become history. It's not necessarily bad, because you have to teach them a lesson that they will never forget. And I think the rational section of Pakistan cricket, the Wasim Akrams of the world, will regret the fact that a certain Mohsin Naqvi is in power. So this is the truth. Some idiot is saying keep crying. Why should we cry? We will go play the World Cup, win the World Cup, enjoy our win, enjoy everything. If you played with India today, also you got thrashed in the under 19. Come on, boss. You get thrashed everywhere. What is the question of us crying? Let us all think, where is Pakistan cricket headed? I think it's on a downward slope, with the brakes no longer working, and it will crash land soon.
I think on that note, we can close the show. We'll take your leave. As soon as we have more updates on what's going on, of course, now ICC will come into play, and we have to wait and watch what ICC does about this entire situation, because honestly, it looks like a can of worms has just opened up. Thank you so much, Boria and Chomik, for joining this show. We'll be back very soon, of course.